Hello, fabulous scholars. When we last left off, the Duke has shown up by the Abbey because it's time for Aegeon to have his punishment of death. I know. But first, Adriana is begging the Duke to make the Abbess push out Antipholus and Dromio, Antipholus in particular, from the Abbey where they've gone for sanctuary. And the Duke hears her side of the story, but he's very confused. So he wants the Abbess to come out and tell her side of the story. And so he sent a few of his servants to go do that. I forgot to put in the Duke's army that are here to protect him from Aegeon or anybody else that might want to attack him. So anyway, they're all standing outside the church. And that is when a messenger, a servant, just runs in, freaked out. And the messenger says, "Mistress, oh mistress, shift and save yourself. Oh miss, hurry, you have to save yourself. My master and his man are both broke loose, beaten the maids a row and bound the doctor, whose beard they have singed off with brands of fire. And ever as it blazed, they threw on him great pails of puddled mire to quench the hair. Oh, you have to run away. Your husband and his servant have really gone crazy. They've broken loose and they've beaten the servants and they tied up the doctor and then they set his beard on fire. And when it was on fire, they threw on him pails of disgusting dishwater and other things to put it out. My master preaches patience to him, and the while his man with scissors nicks him like a fool. And sure, unless you send some present help between them, they will kill the conjurer. My master, Antipholus, is preaching him, be patient. And Dromio is poking him with scissors, and if you don't send someone for help soon, they're probably going to kill Pinch." And Adriana is very confused because, of course, she knows her husband's not at home. He's in the church, and the abbess won't let him out. So she says, "Peace, fool, thy master and his man are here, and that is false thou dost report to us. Calm down, you foolish person. My husband and his servant are in the church here. Everything that you're telling us is not true." Mistress, upon my life, I tell it true. No, I swear I'm telling you the truth. I have not breathed almost since I did see it. I've hardly had time to breathe since I saw all this. He cries for you and vows if he can take you to scorch your face and disfigure you. He's really mad at you, and he's swearing that if he gets his hands on you, he's going to punish you. He's going to scratch your eyes out. Ah, hark, I hear a mistress fly, be gone. Ah, he's coming, I'm out of here. And so the servant, in terror, runs away. And the Duke, of course, being the Duke, says, "Come, stand by me, fear nothing. Guards with halberds." And so they draw back, and his soldiers kind of get around him to protect him. And Adriana sees somebody approaching and cries out, "Ay me, it is my husband. Oh my goodness, it is Antipholus. Witness you that he is born about invisible. Everybody, did you see that he can fly about invisibly? Even now we housed him in the Abbey here, and now he's there, past thought of human reason. I know we got him shut up in the Abbey, and now here he comes. He couldn't possibly have left unless he turned invisible." So Antipholus and Dromio, these are the ones that live in Ephesus, so this is actually Adriana's husband, show up and they are furious. These are the ones that were tied up by Dr. Pinch. They are not the ones that are hiding in the church. Okay? So, although the guards are there, Antipholus runs right up to the Duke and says, "Justice, most gracious Duke, oh grant me justice even for the service that long since I did thee, when I bestride thee in the wars and took deep scars to save thy life, even for the blood that then I lost for thee. Now grant me justice. Duke, I need your help. I have worked for you for a long time. Do you remember when I fought for you in all your wars? Do you remember how I saved your life, even though I got injured? Because of that blood I shed when I got injured to save your life, I need your help now." And the soldiers, seeing that he's not really going to do anything to the Duke, kind of step back. And Aegeon recognizes Antipholus. This is the Antipholus, though, that he hasn't seen since he's a baby. Aegeon says, unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my son Antipholus and Dromio. Unless the fear of dying has made me go crazy and see things that aren't really there, I think I see my son, the son I've been searching for, Antipholus and Dromio too. They're not paying attention to Aegeon because they have bigger concerns, and they don't know him. So Antipholus is continuing to beg the Duke for his help, and he says, justice, sweet prince, against that woman there, she whom thou gavest to me to be my wife, that hath abused and dishonored me, even in the strength and height of injury. I need your help, Duke. I need you to do justice against that woman over there, Adriana. The one that you married me to. She has done me so much wrong, I can't even begin to tell you about it. Beyond imagination is the wrong that she this day hath shameless thrown on me. It's beyond even imagining all the terrible things she has done to me today. And the Duke, because he's fair and wants to hear everybody's side of the story, says, discover how and thou shalt find me just. Tell me exactly what's happened and I will make a fair decision. This day, great Duke, she shut the doors upon me while she with strangers feasted in my house. She locked me out of my house today and then had lunch with people we've never met before. True? A grievous fault. Well, that's terrible. Say, woman, didst thou so? Did you really do that? No, my good lord. Myself, he, and my sister today did dine together. No, I wouldn't do that. Antipholus, my sister, and I, we all had lunch together. So befall my soul, as this is false he burdens me withal. I swear to you, he is telling you lies. And Luciana rushes up because she was there, right? She knows. And she says, ne'er may I look on day, nor sleep on night, but she tells to your highness the simple truth. I hope I never see another day or sleep at all at night, but I have to say, she's telling you the exact truth. That's really what happened. It's true, right? They're both telling the truth. And Angelo, the goldsmith, can't hold his tongue because he also has to tell the truth. So he rushes up and he says, oh, perjured woman, they are both forsworn. In this, the madman justly charges them. Oh, these terrible lying women. No, that never happened. I'm telling you, Antipholus is telling the truth this time. And Antipholus continues his side of the story and says, my liege, sir, I'm advised what I say, neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor heady rash, nor provoked with raging ire, albeit my wrongs might make one wiser mad. Sir, please listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. I have not had too much alcohol to drink, and I am not crazy with anger, even though the things that happened to me today might make other people go that way. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who parted with me to go fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine. Sir, that woman did lock me out of my own house, and the goldsmith here, if you weren't with her in her foolish lies and tricks, would tell you that was true. He had lunch with me at a different place, and he only left me to go get me a necklace that he promised he would bring me to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. We finished eating, and he still hadn't shown up, so I went out to find him. In the street I met him, and in his company that gentleman. I met him in the street, and with him was that guy over there, the merchant. And there did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain, which God, he knows, I saw not, for the which he did arrest me with an officer. He met me in the street with that guy over there and swore that he'd given me the necklace, which I know he did not give me. And then, because he said he did give me the necklace, which he didn't, he had me arrested for it because I wouldn't pay for it. I did obey and sent my peasant home for certain ducats, he with none returned. I went with the police officer willingly, but sent my servant Dromio home to get the gold to get me out of jail. He left, but he didn't bring any gold back. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go in person with me to my house. So then I told the police officer, just come with me to my house. We'll just go and get the gold. By the way we met, my wife, her sister, and a rabble more of vile confederates. Along with them, they brought one Pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, a mere anatomy, a mountebank, a threadbare juggler, and a fortune-teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch, a living dead man. So on the way to my house, I met my wife and her sister and a bunch of other horrible, lying troublemakers, including this Dr. Pinch, and then he calls him a whole bunch of terrible names because he's not a good person. And then continues, this pernicious servant, forsooth, took on him as a conjurer, and gazing in my eyes, feeling my pulse, and with no face as it twere out facing me, cries out, I was possessed. And this Dr. Pinch, who's working for Adriana, looked into my eyes and felt my pulse, and with nothing else to do, said that I was crazy. Then all together, they fell on me, bound me, bore me thence, and in a dark and dankish vault at home, there left me and my man both bound together. And then they tied me up and brought me home and threw me in a dark and damp room, and that's where they left me. True. All of it's true. But we don't know how he escaped. We also don't know if the Duke will believe him. Well, we'll find out more next time. Bye, scholars.